Hi, thanks for joining me for this week's quick business tip. Today, I want to talk to you about an experience that I went through. It was during the pandemic, and I thought about giving up and decided to push through instead. And it was one of the best decisions that I've ever made. Um, so like a lot of business owners during the pandemic, it was a really scary time. And I was watching a lot of the larger marketing agencies close their doors. And that made sense to me because so many other businesses were forced to shut down. And it doesn't really make sense for business to market when they can't do business. And as a marketing agency, it was just a really scary time for me. Um, However, instead of giving up, and not that those large marketing agencies gave up. I'm sure it was a very difficult decision for them, but what I chose to do was change my business model a little bit. At the time, I was very focused on marketing to the central Indiana area. So a lot of my meetings were in person. They were businesses that either I had a connection with through my social circles, or they were referral business from other local businesses. I really didn't have a lot of business outside of the state of Indiana. And there was no reason for that other than I hadn't ever marketed outside of the state of Indiana. And so the pandemic caused a total shift in my outlook on things, because I was having Zoom meetings with my clients, even if they were 10 minutes from my office. So it was super easy for me to transition into having Zoom meetings with somebody who was across the country. Or, some of the Zoom meetings I had were people in Canada or the UK. And it just really opened a lot of doors for me. And honestly, the pandemic was one of the best things that happened to me, because I kept an open mind and I was able to make quick changes and really take advantage of the fact that Zoom meetings were the norm. So I took that, I expanded my reach, tapped into a much larger market, was able to help so many businesses who were struggling at the time, because we were all like dealing with the different market and the different situation that so many people were in during that time. And I'm not going to tell you that it was easy. It was difficult. It was uncomfortable. It was a lot of testing and experimenting and failing and trying again, and just learning as many lessons as possible as quickly as possible. It was still scary. Even when things felt good, it was scary. So like, it wasn't quick, it wasn't easy, but I was able to see the impact that I was able to make, and just keep pushing forward. So my lesson that I learned that I want to share with you is that if you're struggling, no matter what you're struggling with, and hopefully we don't have to go through another pandemic, but whatever your struggle is, if the market is shifting, if maybe leads aren't coming in as easily as they used to, if people are not converting as quickly as they used to, your sales cycle is getting longer, whatever that struggle is, I encourage you to think outside the box a little, consider what you can do a little differently that might really change the effectiveness of your marketing and the success of your business. And while it might be scary and while it might be more work at first, obviously the end goal that I hope for you is the same for me, is that it was so much work on the front end, but now where I am, it's so paid off, and I would 100% do it again. So I hope this gives you some hope if you are struggling. I hope that you will take this and start thinking about what you can do maybe a little differently that will grow and increase your business. And if you have any questions or just want to, bounce some ideas off of someone, I am happy to be a sounding board for you. You can sign up for a free call with me. I will spend some time listening to you, see if there are any things that I can point out that I would maybe do a little differently or double down on that I think is going really well for you, or that will, you will reap those benefits somewhere down the road. I would love to talk to you about that and just help you get past your struggle and move your business to that next level of success. So use the link and sign up for that free call with me. And I will see you again next week for more quick business tips. I'm Jennifer with giveup.